When we first were designing this building and talking about one of the elements that we wanted to have for this venue, we knew that we wanted to have an ice floor we knew we had to have Disney on Ice shows, Stars on Ice shows, and we were hoping to have hockey. At the time, we didn't have a commitment from any league or any team, but we knew that down the road you'd always want to have that, and fortunately every venue I've been able to be associated with, we had an ice floor. The other thing you always want to have when you start looking at these franchises and sports teams is that you want to look at about three things. First, the quality of the league that they're proposing to play in. There's kind of a thing in our industry about the alphabet leagues. There's a lot of them that have started and come and gone, but the ECHL this year is celebrating, I believe, the 25th anniversary, and that's some great longevity. Plus, the cities and the communities that the ECHL is located in are substantial cities as well. The second thing I look for when I look at the sports franchise and the group that's bringing it forward is the quality of the ownership and not only their sports experience, but their business experience. Because I really like to see them have realistic views of how they're going to be successful in a business plan and a marketing plan, and how they're going to come into a town and have long legs and be able to last and go for the duration and be successful. And with the group we have here that we're going to hear about in a few minutes, I felt very comfortable with those two elements of the game plan: a great league and a great ownership group with great hockey experience, but also a great business experience and a plan. It's also my pleasure today to introduce not only my boss, but the man whose vision for building this venue is the reason why we're standing inside this venue today. And I've been working for the city 7 years, and I've always been amazed every day about his drive and his passion, but also his vision and how he wants this city to be the best that it can be. And it gives me great honor and pleasure to work for him, but today we're going to hear some remarks from Mayor Buddy Dyer.
Thank you, Alan, and it's another exciting day in the great city of Orlando. I thought you were going to mention my great Zamboni operating ability. We had a very successful NHL preseason game in September between the Lightning and the Blues. It brought more than 10,000, I'd say, fanatical fans that are in love with hockey. And now I'm pleased to not bring just a hockey game to Orlando, but a home team for Orlando and a home team here in the Amway Center. The new franchise was approved earlier this month to play in the ECHL, which is a premier AA development hockey league for the NHL. Alan mentioned they are 25 years in existence this year. I'm excited that we're able to announce the new team and also to be part of the announcement of the official name of Orlando's hockey team. Except I'm not going to do it right now. So everybody's getting ready. The first puck will drop in less than a year. They'll begin play in October of 2012. There'll be 36 home dates, and we're anticipating playoff dates as well. And that means economic driver for our community. It means foot traffic in downtown. It means people coming to the Amway Center and lighting the building up 36 more times. We want to get to that 200 event stage for our building, which will mean great economic activity. Now I'd like to call on Orlando Magic President Alex Martin. So the Orlando Magic were instrumental in the partnership that helped create Amway Center, and we're the development partner and responsible for most of the great ideas and elements that have gone into this building, and we did make sure that we could accommodate a home hockey team. So the building was configured in that fashion that we would be able to have an announcement like this today. So we're bringing back hockey, and here's Alex Martins. Alex.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the DeVos family and the entire Orlando Magic organization, we would love to welcome Orlando Pro Hockey and the ECHL to the Amway Center. Many of you know that the Orlando Magic organization and our ownership were involved in professional hockey here in this city for many years. We have great fond memories of that period of time of ownership, and we have the fondest memory of having left the ice with the championship trophy of the league in which we played in. So we're really, really pleased and honored that that tradition is being revived here today. We're also really pleased that this particular ownership group has chosen the Amway Center to conduct their franchising. We've been in discussions with Orlando Pro Hockey now for almost 2 months about forging a partnership between this building and our organization and Orlando Pro Hockey to ensure that hockey is again successful in the city of Orlando. You know, the rising tide lifts all ships is the manner in which I would characterize the partnership that we've forged with Orlando Pro Hockey, because this entire city is going to benefit, as the mayor said, from 36 more regular season dates in this building plus playoffs. And all of our merchants in the immediate area, all of our employees here in the Amway Center will all benefit from having those additional dates in this building. And although I don't want to steal any of his thunder, I was reminiscing with the commissioner just a few moments ago, and we were talking about the fact that when we were going through the approval process of the Amway Center and all the community venues being built here in Central Florida, we asked the commissioner to come and talk about how worthy our city was for the ECHL, and how with this type of facility, the ECHL would aggressively work towards bringing a franchise to Central Florida and to Orlando. And we're pleased that that has come to fruition now, and now we're going to be seeing hockey again in Central Florida in this new Amway Center come next fall. Just a little bit about our partnership that we forged with Orlando Pro Hockey. I'm happy to say that the partnership that has been established has already really created upwards of 1,000 season ticket opportunities for this Orlando Pro Hockey franchise. And we are going to continue to work to promote the franchise and cross-promote with the Orlando Magic product. We're going to make it available to all of our Orlando Magic and Amway Center suite holders. And we're also going to encourage all of our Magic season ticket holders to get involved with Orlando Pro Hockey, so this franchise is here for many, many years to come. We'll be a sales agent for Orlando Pro Hockey, and we look forward to co-promoting the product within Orlando Magic home games and throughout other events here at the Amway Center. So we're very confident, very, very confident in this ownership group. They're good business people. They have the right expectations. They have the right business model. And we believe that we're going to be sharing this Amway Center with the Orlando Pro Hockey franchise for many, many years to come. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Brian McKenna, Commissioner of the ECHL, and it is my distinct pleasure to be here today and officially welcome Orlando to the ECHL. And as a token of our appreciation, I've got a little something for the mayor.
Thank you. So that's ECHL. That's not the name yet. Keep them in suspense.
And I'd like to thank Mayor Dyer and City Council, certainly Alan Johnson and the Amway Center, and Alex Martin and the Magic as well for all their help and support through this entire process. We look forward to being back here in October to officially drop the puck and start our first season. Alex mentioned that in September of 2006, I was invited to and gladly participated in that final presentation to the Orange County Commissioners and the Orlando City Council in terms of the proposal for this arena, which has turned out to be an absolutely magnificent facility. And so you're probably wondering why it took us 4 years to come back. And as Alan mentioned, Alex mentioned, and Alan as well, the missing ingredient was ownership. And not just any ownership, but somebody that we were confident could come in and do the proper job in a large market like this. So Bob Ohrablo, I give him a lot of credit. He's been working behind the scenes here for about 1.5 years, and he's put together an ownership group that we're proud of, and I know that the arena and our league have confidence in. They're going to do a terrific job. His partners in this venture, Joe Haleski, as the lead investor, Jason Siegel as well, who again has been around this sport for a long time. I think between Joe and Jason and and Bob, I think they've got over 40 years experience in the sports business, and that's NHL, American League, International League, and ECHL. Two other key points from our perspective as well. Number one, they've been involved in successful startups before with Jason and Bob, and they've also had the opportunity to operate in a large market. So all of those factors contributed to our confidence. Our Board of Governors unanimously approved Orlando as a member in the league, and again, we couldn't be happier to be here today, and certainly welcome Orlando, and proceed now to let Joe get to the fun part and introduce not only his group but his hockey team for Orlando. Thank you very much.
Well, it's with great privilege and honor, pride, on behalf of my partners, that we formally announce that the Orlando Solar Bears are now officially out of hibernation. Thank you. And I'm sure for many of you, that video brought back some great memories, and now we ask you all to join us in the future as we create new memories. And at this point in time, I'll open to the media for anyone who has any questions on the hockey team, on the name of the team, for anyone here on the panel, and we do ask you that you keep your questions to hockey-related issues. Thanks. Since we announced that we were awarded the franchise by the ECHL, our website has just been inundated. So it's really the fans who are the ones that made us make the decision to go back with the Solar Bears name. What names were considered? There were really no other names considered. Jason and I have had a history in Phoenix with the IHL, and we knew what the Solar Bears meant to this community. From day one, that's what we wanted, and with the cooperation and the support that Alex and the Orlando Magic provided us, we were able to use the name.
With the flavor of hockey coming back to Orlando with the game we had in September with the Lightning, do you foresee a lot of neutral site location, other NHL being here?
That's probably more for Alan.
We can already assure you that thanks to the Republican Convention next year in Tampa, we are going to have a Tampa Bay Lightning preseason game. It's probably more challenging to get a regular season game moved over, but we have a great relationship. Steve Griggs worked with Alex's organization as a COO over there, and he has already promised us a game for 2012, Tampa Bay Lightning preseason game.
What's the projected attendance? That's probably a question more for the fans that are here today. What do you guys think? We would love to see in the area of 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 a game. We think that that's a great start, but we think that we can do better as well when we look at this building. There's no expansion draft in this league. What we do is we'll find an affiliate, NHL affiliate, one or two affiliates, and we'll be provided players. One of the things that attracted us to the ECHL was that there was only two leagues that the NHL really works with in terms of supplying players, and ECHL being one of them. So we'll receive a lot of very good young prospects from National Hockey League teams, and then populate the balance of the roster with some good free agents. Not at this time, because we're still at the early stages of the process. But I can tell you that if teams see this building, they'll want to be here. We're going to do a little bit of updating on the logo and the franchise and the jerseys, and we'll have those being unveiled within the next few months. Yes.
The Solar Bears, first time around with RGB Sports, were wildly popular the first couple of seasons. The attendance was amazing. Has RGB, Mr. Martin, shared with you the blueprint that they had back then to be able to be so successful?
Yes, we've had a lot of conversations with Alex, and They've all been great and supportive, and we'll be working closely with their organization. So it's not like it's something that's new coming into town with no history behind it. We do have that history, and we have many of the people that were involved with the Magic are still here and still very excited about today. So we'll be working very closely with the Magic organization all the way through.
Have the Magic been asked to become part of the ownership group, or is it just going to be a cooperative sharing of the building and sharing of ideas?
It'll be a cooperative sharing of the building and ideas. Yep.
What kind of plans does the team have for youth hockey and that area?
Well, our offices and practice center is the center of youth hockey here in Orlando over at RDV Sportsplex, and that's a top priority for us, making sure that we integrate our team and our organization into the youth hockey leagues and organizations here in Central Florida, and growing it. That's a big part of what we plan to do, and that to take that to the next level. I will make a pledge to you that the Orlando Solar Bears will be very involved in the Orlando community, not just on the youth hockey end, but also with other organizations. We're going to integrate this team very deeply into the community. We choose our own coaching staff, but we do it in consultation with our NHL partners. No, not at this time.
Have you been approached from any sort of Central Florida players, young kids, for walk-on tryouts?
No, not yet. We do have, I know out here in the audience somewhere is Bob Joyce. Bob's a former Solar Bear, and we're one of the things that we're working with Bob on is to reconnect with as many Solar Bear or even hockey players that live in the area. We want to make them part of our organization, part of our team. We haven't yet because they didn't even know the name of the team until a few minutes ago.
Questions about the league itself? Adding Orlando to 2012,
Right.
San Francisco on deck. Is the league sort of changing from its old beers and brawls kind of thing?
Absolutely. I think over the past decade, we've made a conscious decision to become a development league, focus on young players. About 40% of the players in our league are assigned on either NHL or AHL contracts. We have a restriction on veterans, and if you look at things like penalty minutes per game, that sort of thing, I think we are less on a per-game basis than either the American League or the NHL. So clearly a difference in focus, and I think a move to more mid and large size markets and facilities as well, as opposed to what we had in the grassroots level of the league 25 years ago.
Is it incumbent on teams to pay for travel? I mean, you're expanding coast to coast.
No, we have a team in Southwest Florida here now. We've got teams in Georgia and South Carolina as well, so this will fit nicely with that geography from a travel point of view, and no, there'll be no travel subsidy associated with this team.
Is this the beginning of maybe a further expansion, bringing more teams into the southeast area to put in more teams to be able to help with the travel costs?
Well, I think we'll look at it. Anything we do will be done on a very deliberate and gradual basis. We want to make sure, again, that it's the right market, the right facility, and the right ownership group. And if there's a market that comes forward that makes sense from us, both from that perspective and a geographical point of view, certainly we'll take a look at it.
Well, thinking that Tallahassee and Jacksonville both at one time had ECHL franchises, which at the time did fairly well, and made part of the I-10 corridor, which was famous around the ECHL and hockey circle for being very how would I say, there was a lot of antagonism between the teams. It made for great hockey.
Well, nothing on the table now. Again, if something comes forward from those or other markets, certainly we'll take a look at it. And if it's in the best long-term interest of the league, certainly we will take a long, hard look. Thank you. Oh.
You'll be in the Southern Division?
You'll be in the, yes, you'll be in the Southern Division with Florida, Gwinnett County, Georgia, a team in Greenville, South Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina as well.
So will we ever play any of the other teams?
Absolutely. You'll play all the teams in the East, occasionally some of the teams in the West. That's done more on a a semi-regular basis, but you'll play all the teams in the East every year. We currently have 12 teams in the East before the addition of Orlando.
Yes.
For the investors, why hockey and why Orlando? Well,
Yeah, hi, my name is Joe Haleski. Orlando is a great city that my family actually is from Orlando. They've lived down here for 15 years. My sisters, my parents. So when Jason and Bob brought this opportunity to me, the business not only did I look at the business plan as well as the pro forma financials, but also having the opportunity to bring and be part of an ownership group that I can bring a team to the town where my family is from, and they've relocated there. It was just a no-brainer for me to get involved with this, and we're happy that there's been such fan support from Magic, from Alan and the city, as well as the mayor. This made this very special for us, that it's a town that, not only do they want hockey, but everyone in the town also wants to have us here as well, and they've been very cooperative, so.
If there's no more questions, we'll break up and do one-on-ones. Everyone on the panel here will be available. Yes, I'm sorry.
one more for the venue guys. What seats are we going to be in for hockey, and which seats won't we be in?
Well, our goal is that all the seats will be available for hockey. But at this point in time, it's pretty much from this level down. There's not going to be a bad seat in the house for hockey in this building. From this level down, the curtains will be up if we need them. For games that we don't need them, we'll be able to pull them up and use them. So,
What's the number from this level?
Jason?
7888.
7888, to be exact. All right, so we'll be available for one-on-ones. To all the fans that are here today, many of you have reached us through our website. That's still the best way to do it. We do have the new website up as of 10 minutes ago. And we really appreciate your support and your feedback and your season ticket commitments. And we ask you to stay in touch with us. We will be doing things throughout the winter and into the summer that will be fun things. Checking on the website, you'll get direct emails back from us. But you're the reason we're here. And whatever you can do to help us grow this and make sure that we're here for many, many years to come, we appreciate it. Thanks so much, everybody, for coming. And we have some cake and cookies up front. And again, we're available for one-on-ones now. Thank you, and have a great day.